Hello and welcome to my video about this Sony 7ESD CD player. This is probably the best Sony machine that they've ever made, and probably one of the best CD players ever made by anybody, and certainly nothing is made to the standard today. This is a 30-year-old player. It started in 1988 or 89. At the heart of it, of course, it's always the mechanism. This is a KSS-190A, and it's probably the best loader ever made, and it's also magnetically driven. It goes on magnetic rails, things not seen since then. What's so good about it? Well, it's general quality of engineering to start with. As you see, both transformers are encapsulated, a separate one for digital and for analog audio. Huge reserves of current in those capacitors. You can see they put little rubber things around them. Copper chassis, copper regulator heatsinks. There's I can see 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, quick count 7 regulators. The DAC is burr-brown PCM58. It's just another DAC, 2 of them, but that's at the bottom. This is just a servo board with a huge capacitor that backs up the files, so you can program things in this player. It has a balanced output with separate balanced board, runs on 2 transformers, so it's not a proper dual differential balanced output and stage, but still done on transformer. And I've got some things that others do not, and let me show you a couple of those. For starters, it has a switchable display, which is nice if you're watching it at night. It has a switchable digital or analog output, so you can kill the music on analog and have it on digital, and you know it's you can it's either one or the other. And I think that they've hardly ever made on any other. I've seen it on some KSS 151 players and pretty much on all of the 190. And look how smooth that is. And that is the silicon surround around the tray, so that no sound escapes, and of course when it closes it really does it in a smooth way. What was wrong with it? The tray wouldn't go in smoothly. That was the first thing, and made some noises, and also it had difficulty in reading this CDR. It's as you can see, it's deteriorating. It's sort of yellowish around the edges, and so to fix, and as you can see now, it all goes smooth and reads it perfectly straight away, and you can not only play that, but you can jump tracks, and you can see it's instantaneous, you know, wherever you go on a CD. So for the tray, obviously both belts needed to be replaced, and oh, maybe I'll put that other CD back on because it was just nicer, more civilized music. Although I did listen to jazz rock all these years ago, so we'll go back to the same track. So other than belts, one always has to clean micro switches. This is a micro switch that that piece of metal hits it and tells it that the tray has arrived. There's a blue one there, which is a rotary micro switch. It tells it when the tray is fully retracted, and there are two micro switches there which tell it where the clamp is up or down. So after they're all cleaned, all the mechanical things started to work fine. I cleaned the grease. There was some yellow grease, so I removed that and I put some on the rails. Now it's back to its former smoothness. And for not playing that CDR and having difficulty with some others distorting, I've just adjusted phase lock loop frequency. There's a test point there and an adjustment of that pot and slight tweak, and it now reads anything, and as you see, it reads fast. I'm not going to even adjust servo, tracking gain and focus, and because it's fine, and it reads to 1.4, 1.5 millimeter interruption data layer, and a standard is 0.9, so it sort of reads 1.5. So it's an excellent player, and I probably won't sell it because it's just too good, and I'll use it as my transport. So I have at the moment CDP-X7ESD that will become available for sale, which is also very good and even has a slightly better digital output. And well, for others that are wondering about my Roxanne that I haven't fixed, I've bought some display units that are in the mail at the moment. But other than that, I have acquired 6 Roxannes, so they will be soon available. The power amps are integrated amps are all good. The power amp is all faulty, tuner is good, and CD players require service, so I'll do the CD players, and one has a perfect display, so that soon will be also available for sale. Visit my webpage www.here.net.au. Here stands for high-end audio restoration. I need some visits there so Google starts indexing me. Thank you very much. Until next time. Bye bye. In case you're wondering, what is that? This is a part of deterioration. You see all these cables, bunches of cables, they were sort of bunched up with that, with those sticky tapes, and on a couple of those it came off, so lost its glue. So this is as far as deterioration goes on this player. Well, I mean, the copper chassis is not that shiny anymore, so and it lost some rubber feet, but other than that, maybe the wooden cheeks need a bit of restoration. They do. There's some corners being chipped, but other than that, it's in very good condition in the service remote. Credit to the previous owner who did excellent packing job. Thank you very much for your attention. Bye bye.